Welcome to my channel. I'm the Cosmic Leon, and today we're going to be illustrating cryptids as characters. Out of all the cryptids that I have illustrated thus far and researched, I found the Mothman story to be the creepiest. Something that I found super surprising was that Mothman was never described as a moth. The locals in Point Pleasant described Mothman being more bird-like, which I found really interesting because, the name Mothman ends up being quite misleading. I felt that a comic book representation was appropriate for Mothman since his name was coined from the influence of the Batman comics for this villain called Killer Moth, which influenced the name Mothman as we know it today. Listening to a lot of the witness accounts of Mothman kind of reminded me of the horror movie Jeepers Creepers, because the Mothman was reported chasing people in their vehicles and keeping speed while they were, severely speeding down the road at 100 miles an hour or so. And this thing was following them without even beating its wings. And a lot of people who had it get near them would suffer conjunctivitis and other eye issues just from being within the vicinity of this being. From one of the witness accounts, the Mothman had jumped on the hood of their vehicle, and I knew that is the moment that I wanted to illustrate. I also thought it would be kind of funny to have this Mothman make just an obnoxious bird screech, which you will see me add the sound effects at the end, making this illustration look more like a comic panel than it is a pretty picture. Honestly, this card took me a good hour to draw. I hate drawing vehicles, but here we are. What was even stranger after the Mothman sightings followed a unusual string of events where people would report UFO sightings, contacts with what one would assume are extraterrestrial beings, and these men in black who would go around town dressed very out of place, and they would even knock on people's doors at odd times of the night asking for random things like a cup of water, but they would also ask questions about the Mothman and were very adamant about trying to keep this story a secret and trying to get people to stop talking about Mothman, but it didn't work very well. After all of the horrors and atrocities that happened with the Mothman incidents and all the other things that scared the people of Point Pleasant, they kind of embraced a new change with their situation. Shortly after the movies about Mothman came out and the Mothman prophecies and that kind of stuff, so they decided to create a festival. I low-key want to go to the Mothman festival someday. It looks like a riot. I hope you liked the video, and if you'd like to support me, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for another one.